Magandang araw mga bata! Welcome to Teacher Marla's channel, kung saan maraming matututunan sa lesson na ating pag-aaralan. Our subject is Mathematics and I'm Teacher Les. Our lesson last week is finding the area of composite figure. So let's have problems involving area. So a clock with the circumference of 132 cm is mounted on a wall. How much area of the wall did it occupy? So use pi, 22/7. So 22/7 is the value of pi in fraction form. So how can we find the area of the circle if the value of radius was not given? So based from the problem, the given is the circumference of the circle. Can we solve it? Yes, we can solve it by finding first the radius of the circle using the formula of circumference, since the given in the problem is the circumference of the circle. The formula in finding the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. So we will substitute the value. So the value of circumference is 132. Copy 2. Then 2 times the value of pi, which is 22/7. Then copy r since radius is missing. So 132 copy. Then 2 times 22 times r is equal to 44r over 7. So we will use the cross multiplication to find the value of r. So the denominator of 132 is 1. Then 132 times 7 is equal to 924. Then 1 times 44r is equal to 44r. Then divide both sides by 44 and cancel 44. Since 44 divided by 44 is equal to 1, then 924 divided by 44 is equal to 21. So the value of radius is 21 centimeter. So since we have the value of radius, so we can find the area of the clock. So the formula is pi radius squared. So we will substitute. So the value of pi is 22/7. Then substitute the value of radius. So 21. So ito yung nahanap natin kaninang value ng radius. So 21 raised to 2. Then evaluate 21 times 21 is equal to 441. Since meron tayo ditong exponent, ng ibig sabihin ay multiply by itself 2 times. So we have 21 times 21 is equal to 441. Then multiply to the numerator. 22 times 441 is equal to 9,702 over 7, or divided by 7 is equal to 1,386 square centimeter. So the area of the clock is equal to 1,386 square centimeter. Next problem is, the width of a rectangle is 36 centimeter and its perimeter is 148 centimeter. What is the area of the rectangle? So paano natin makukuha ang area ng rectangle kung walang binigay na length? Pareho sa problem kanina, since ang given ay perimeter and width, gamitin muna natin ang formula ng perimeter of a rectangle para mahanap ang length ng rectangle and masolve ang area nito. So we have the formula in finding the perimeter of a rectangle, which is equal to 2 times length plus 2 times w. So isa-substitute natin yung mga value na nandito sa problem. So, ang perimeter ay equals to 148. So, since nawawala yung length, so 2L lang siya. Then, the value of width is 36. So, we have 2 times 36. So, we will evaluate 148, 2L or 2 times length. Then, 2 times 36 is equal to 72. So, para mahanap natin yung value ng length, so yung 72 ay ililipat natin dito sa kabila using the subtraction property of equality. So, we have 148 minus 72 is equal to 2 times length, or 2L. So, 148 minus 72 is equal to 76, then 2L. So, para mahanap natin yung value ng L and ma-isolate yung value, yung letter L, so we will divide both side by 2. So, 2 times 2, 2 divided by 2, so we can cancel that because that is equal to 1. So, 76 divided by 2 is equal to 38 centimeter. So, therefore, ang value ng length ng rectangle is equal to 38 centimeter. So, since nakuha na natin yung value ng length ng rectangle, pwede na nating hanapin yung area na pinapahanap dito sa problem. So, we will use the formula in finding the area of a rectangle, which is length times width. So, we will substitute. So, yung length na nakuha natin kanina ay 38 cm, then ang width ay 36 cm. So, we will multiply. 38 times 36 is equal to 1,368. So, the area of the rectangle is 1,368 square centimeter. So, okay. Ngayong alam nyo na kung paano kunin ang area kapag nawawala ang ibang dimensions, we will proceed to our new lesson. For today's objective, you must be able to visualize and describe surface area and names the unit of measure used for measuring the surface area of solid or space figures. Derive a formula for finding the surface area of cubes, prisms, pyramids, cylinders, cones, and spheres. Then find the surface area of cubes, prisms, pyramids, cylinders, cones, and spheres. Then, the last is solve word problems involving measurement of surface area. Suppose that you have to make a gift box and you want to cover it. So you will have to cover one face at a time until all faces are covered. So the entire area of the surface covering the box is called the surface area of the box. When we say surface area, it is the sum of the areas of the bases and the lateral faces of a solid figure. One way to find the surface area of a solid figure is to find the area of its net. So you measure area in square units such as square centimeter, square feet, square meter, and other units. So when we say lateral area, it is the sum of the areas of lateral faces. So, another way to find the surface area of a prism. So, let's have this figure. These are the lateral faces of this figure. Para sa formula ng lateral faces ng prism, kailangan kunin ang perimeter ng lateral faces and multiply to the height of the figure. So, the formula is lateral area is equal to perimeter times the height of the prism. Para naman sa formula ng surface area, lateral area plus 2 times the area of the bases. Bakit times 2? Kasi dalawa ang base ng rectangular prism, the top and the bottom. For the surface area of prism, the lateral area of prism is the product of the perimeter of the base and height. So we have lateral area is equal to perimeter times height. Then the surface area of a prism is the sum of the lateral and the area of the two bases. So we have surface area is equal to lateral area plus 2 times the area of the base. So this is the formula in finding the surface area of rectangular prism. So 2 times length times width times 2 kasi yun yung top and bottom faces. 2 times length times height, ito naman yung harap at likod. Since parehas ang sukat nila, kaya times 2. 2 times height times width, these are the left and right faces. times 2 kasi parehas din ang sukat nila. For triangular prism, we have the quantity of S sub 1 plus S sub 2 plus S sub 3 or sides times height plus base times height. S sub 1 plus S sub 2 or side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3 times height is the lateral area and base times height. So, yun ay derived from the area of triangle. Kaya ito yung formula for triangular prism. Ito naman yung formula for rectangular prism. So, let's have an example. So, find the surface area of the triangular prism below. So, we have 7 meters, 10 meters, 12 meters, 14 meters, and 4 meters. So, to find the surface area of this triangular prism, so for the lateral area, which is perimeter times height, so we have the formula. Yung kanina ay side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3 times height. So, ang side ng triangle or ang side ng base niya ay ito. So, we have 7, 10, and 12. So, ipagpa-plus lang yung tatlo. Then, ang height ng triangular prism na to ay yung 14. Kasi pag pinatayo mo to, yung height nito ay 14. Kaya times 14. Then, evaluate. 12 plus 7 plus 10 is equal to 29 times 14 is equal to 406 square meter. So, yun yung lateral area ng triangular prism. So, next is for the surface area, we have the formula of lateral area plus 2 times B or bases. So, for the base, we have base times height divided by 2. Kasi ang base niya ay triangle. So, ang area ng triangle ay base times height divided by 2. So, let us evaluate. So, 406, ang lateral area ay 406. So, galing dito. Then, 2, ang base ng triangle ay 12. So, dito nakikita naman natin ang base niya ay 12. Then, ang height niya ay 4. Saan galing yun? Ito yung height niyang 4. Then, divided by 2. So, next is 406 copy. So, we can cancel 2 and 2 kasi 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. So, cancel natin itong 2. Then, 12 times 4 is equal to 48. So, 406 plus 48 is equal to 454 square meter. So, ang surface area ng triangular prism na ito ay 454 square meter. For cylinder, lateral area is the product of circumference and its height. So, the formula for lateral area of a cylinder is 2 times pi, which is 3.14 times radius times height. And para naman sa surface area, so this is the radius. So, for the surface area, we have lateral area plus 2 times bases. So, times 2 kasi dalawa ang bases ng cylinder. So, we have 2. So, we have 2 pi RH plus 2 pi R squared. Ang 2 pi R squared ay formula sa area ng circle. Kasi circle ang base ng cylinder. So, ang formula kapag hinahanap ang surface area ng cylinder ay 2 times pi times radius times height plus 2 times pi times radius squared. So, let's have an example. Find the surface area of the can of milk. So, ang radius niya ay 1.5 cm. Ang height niya naman ay 4 cm. So, gamit yung formula ng cylinder, so we have 2 pi radius height plus 2 pi radius squared. So, substitute lang natin yung formula gamit yung mga given na binigay sa problem. So, 2, we have 2. Then, the value of pi is 3.14. Ang radius ay 1.5. Ang height naman ay 4. So, next is 2. 2. So, pi is 3.14. Then, ang radius ay 1.5. Then, copy squared. So, imumultiply lang natin siya. So, 2 times 3.14 is equal to 6.28. 1.5 times 4 is equal to 6. So, pwede nyo naman siyang isang buong diretso i-multiply. Or pwedeng pa isa-isang i-multiply. 2 times 3.14 is equal to 6.28. So, since ito ay may exponent 2, so ang ibig sabihin nito ay 1.5 times 1.5. So, equals to 2.25. Then, 6.28 times 6 is equal to 37.68 plus 6.28 times 2.25 is equal to 14.13. So, the surface area is equal to 51.81 square centimeter. Therefore, the surface area of the can of milk is 51.81 square centimeter. Sa pyramid naman, ang lateral area ay ang mga triangles na nakapalibot dito. Ang pinaka-formula sa paghahanap ng surface area ng pyramid ay lateral area plus base. For square pyramid, ang lateral area ay 4 times base times height divided by 2. Bakit 4? Kasi 4 ang triangles ng square pyramid. Plus s squared kasi ang base niya ay square. Kaya ang formula na ginamit ay area ng square. To simplify the formula in finding the surface area of a square pyramid, we have 2 times base times height. Kasi kinancel na natin itong 4 divided by 2 is 2. Kaya we have 2 times base times height plus s squared. So, ito yung pinaka-formula ng surface area ng square pyramid. So, para naman sa rectangular pyramid, so magkahiwala yung 2 times base times height kasi hindi magkapareho ang sukat. Yung front and back ang magkapareho, ang left and right faces naman ang magkapareho. Then, plus length times width since rectangle ang base. To simplify the formula is base times height. So, we have base times height plus base times height plus length times width. So, kinancel na din yung 2 dito. So, 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. So, kinancel na. 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. Kinancel na din. Kaya ito yung simplified formula for surface area of rectangular pyramid. For triangular pyramid, so we have 3 triangles. Kaya 3 times base times height divided by 2. So, to simplify, so the surface area of triangular pyramid is equal to 3 times base times height divided by 2. So, example number 3. Find the surface area of the right square pyramid. So, ang side niya ay 25 meters. Ang height niya naman ay 32 meters. So, using the formula na pinakita natin kanina, so we have 2 times base times height plus s squared. So, gagamitin natin yung mga given dito sa problem. So, to evaluate the formula, so 2, papalitan natin 2 din. So, base is 25. Ito yung base. Then, height is 32 plus s squared. So, ang side ng square ay 25. So, 25 raised to 2. Then, 2 times 25 times 32 is equal to 1,600 plus 25 times 25 is equal to 625. So, the surface area of the right square pyramid is 2,225 square meters. For cone, we have its circumference, 2 pi radius, and the slant height. So, gamit ang net nito, this is the circumference and the slant height. For the formula, we have lateral area plus base. Isa lang yung base kasi isa lang ang base ng cone. So, the formula of lateral area is pi times radius times slant height. Pi, radius squared kasi circle ang base. So, for the surface area of a cone, we have pi times radius times slant height plus pi times radius squared. Example number 4. So, find the surface area of the ice cream cone. So, ang radius niya ay 2 cm, ang slant height ay 6 cm. For the surface area, so gagamitin natin yung formula kanina. So, pi radius squared or pi radius times slant height plus pi radius squared. So, ang pi ay 3.14, ang radius ay 2, ito yon. Ang slant height ay 6, ito naman yon. Plus 3.14, then ang radius ay 2, then copy squared. So, 3.14, then 2 times 6 is equal to 12. So, we have 3.14. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. So, 3.14 times 12 is equal to 37.68 plus 3.14 times 4 is equal to 12.56. So, the total is 50.24 square centimeter. Therefore, the surface area of this ice cream cone is 50.24 square centimeters. The area of the circle that contains the center of the sphere is pi radius squared. It would take exactly 4 of this to wrap the sphere completely. So the formula is 4 times pi times radius squared. So example, find the surface area of the basketball with radius of 4.89 decimeters. Round your answer to the nearest tens. So, using the formula, so we have 4 pi radius squared. So, papalitan lang natin. So, ang pi ay 3.14, ang radius ay 4.89, then raised to 2. So, 4 times 3.14 is equal to 12.56. Then, 4.89 times 4.89 is equal to 23.91. 21 or 9,121. So, 12.56 times 23.9121 is equal to 300.335976. So, sabi dito sa problem, round your answer to the nearest tens. So, place value nito ay tens. So, dito tayo mag-round off. So, ang katabi niya sa right ay 3. So, ibig sabihin, stay lang natin yung 3. So, ang final answer ay 300.3 square decimeters. So, the surface area of the basketball is approximately 300.3 square decimeters. So, let's have an activity and let us try to answer the following. So, we will refer to this illustration. The height of this solid figure is 7 meters and radius of 4 meters. So, question number 1. What is the name of this solid figure? So, the name of this solid figure is cylinder. Second question. What is the circumference of the base? So, we will use the formula in finding the circumference of a circle. So, ang formula ay 2 pi radius. So, substitute lang natin yung value ng radius sa formula. So, we have 2. Then, the value of pi is 3.14. Then, ang radius sa cylinder ay 4 meters. So, i-multiply lang natin lahat. So, the answer is 25.12. So, ang circumference ng base ng cylinder ay 25.12 meters. For the third question, what is the height of the figure? Very good. So, the height is 7 meters. Question number 4. So, the lateral area is equal to blank, base, then blank of the figure. So, during the discussion, nabanggit natin yung lateral area ng cylinder. So, ang sagot dito ay, so the lateral area of a cylinder is equal to the product of the circumference of the base and the height of the figure. So, multiply mo yung circumference ng base at saka yung height ng cylinder. So, yun yung lateral area. Then question number 5, what is the area of the base? So we will use the formula in finding the area of a circle. Since ang cylinder, ang base niya ay circle. So we have pi radius squared. So papalitan lang natin yung mga value. Radius ay 4. So we have pi 3.14 times the value of radius is 4. Then squared. So, 4 times 4 is equal to 16. Then, 3.14 times 16 is equal to 50.24 square meter. So, ang area ng base ng cylinder ay 50.24 square meters. Question number 6. So, surface area is equal to blank area plus blank. So, na-discuss din ito kanina. So, ang sagot ay lateral area plus base. Question number 7. The formula to find the surface area of the figure is blank. So, very good. So, the answer is lateral area plus base plus 2 times base since dalawa yung base ng cylinder, or pwedeng gamitin yung 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r squared. Then for number 8, for this figure, the surface area is blank square meter. So, i-compute natin yung surface area ng cylinder. So, we have 2 times 3.14 times 4. So, ito yung ginamit nating formula. So, pinalitan lang natin yung pi. 3.14. Ang radius ay 4. Ang height naman ay 7. So, 2, then 3.14, then radius is 4, then squared. So, 2.3.14 is 6.28. 4 times 7 is 28. 2 times 3.14 is 6.28. Then, 4 times 4 is equal to 16. So, 6.28 times 28 is equal to 175.84 plus 6.28 times 16 is equal to 100.48. So, the surface area is equal to 276.32 square meter. So, ito yung surface area ng cylinder. Now, let us solve the following problems. Number 1, Jason is wrapping a present. The box he is using is a rectangular prism with a length of 18 inches, a width 10 inches, and a height of 4 inches. Find how many square inches of paper he needs to wrap the entire box. So, i-drawing natin siya, or we will illustrate the figure. So, we have 18 inches yung length. Then, width is 10 inches. Height is 4 inches. So, para mahanap kung ilang square inches ng papel ang kailangan para ma-wrap yung entire box, so we will use the surface area of a rectangular prism. So, this is the formula. So, 2 times length times width plus 2 times length times height plus 2 times height times width. So, papalitan lang natin yung mga value nito. So, 2, then length is 18, width is 10, 2, so length is 18, height is 4, then we have 2, h or height is 4, width is 10. So, i-multiply lang natin sila. 2 times 18 times 10 is equal to 360. 2 times 18 times 4 is equal to 144. 2 times 4 times 10 is equal to 80. Then, the total is 584 square inches. So, therefore, Jason need 584 square inches of paper to wrap the entire box. Problem number 2. A certain music box has the shape of a cube. Each side of the music box is 15 centimeters long. What is the surface area of the box? Okay, so illustrate natin. So, ang music box ay cube. So, meron siyang 15 centimeters. So, gamit ang formula ng cube, which is 6s squared or 6 times side squared. So, papalitan natin yung value ng side. So, we have 6 times 15 squared. So, let us evaluate. 15 times 15 is equal to 225. So, multiply 6 times 225. So, the surface area of the cube or of the music box is 1,350 square centimeter. So, this is the answer for problem number 2. So, let us remember that surface area is the sum of the areas of the bases and the lateral faces of a solid figure. These are the formula in finding the surface area of the different solid figure. So, first we have a cube. So, the formula is 6 times side squared. For rectangular prism, so we have 2 times length times width plus 2 times length times height plus 2 times height times width. For triangular prism, we have the quantity of side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3 times height plus base times height. For square pyramid, so the formula is 2 times base times height plus s squared. For rectangular pyramid, the formula is base times height plus base times height plus length times width. Then, for triangular pyramid, we have 3 times base times height divided by 2. For cylinder, the formula is 2 pi radius height plus 2 times pi times radius squared. Then for cone, the formula is pi times radius times slant height plus pi times radius squared. Then for circle, we have 4 pi radius squared. That's the end of our discussion for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned how to find surface area of different solid figures. If you are new in our channel, please subscribe and click the notification bell for more math and science videos.